Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, everybody. This is a long show. Well, probably the regular duration. I'm just saying there's a lot of topics here today. And man, oh man, do we have some stuff. Well, you got what you guys are already talking about in the chat, and that is there already a back and forth between Bob Iger and Kevin Feige on the X-Men? Are they clashing because of what they want? Apparently, Disney wants more of the big spectacle. Feige wants to stay more true to the character-driven, social issues that the X-Men have always had. Who's going to budge, if anybody? Originally we were going to run this show with the topic of Bix, because people were wondering what was going to happen with Bix. But apparently Disney has plans for Bix, and we'll discuss that. Spider-Man's got 3 new villains. Kieran Culkin is joining the Hunger Games. That and more on the show here today. Mike Kalinowski, supposed to be here. He's not. Where is he? Who the hell knows? But I'm tired of people being late, and I'm just starting the show without him. So, that being said, let's get into it. Here it is. Here's the opening. I'm going to think that Mike says he doesn't have a link, which I'm pretty sure Luke emailed it. Let's see. A long time ago, I am live. So I told him that it's I'm going to see if he's on there. I'm going to double check and see. He is not. Luke did not put him on there. So that is not true. This is not on Mike. I did not know. I thought he was. So let me just send it. Okay. Just tell him that we sent it. So it's not Mike's fault today. Not Mike's fault. Just sent. There he goes. Now Mike's going to have some ammo when he comes in. So, but let me ask you guys this. Shouldn't he have at least said it's 2:00? Shouldn't he have said, hey, I don't have a link yet? I'm just saying. But I don't know. What I would like to do before Mike even gets in here, let's get Mike a win today. Steph's not able to be here today, so it's Mike. Let's shock Mike. He's at 2 right now. He needs to get to I don't know what the hell's going on with we're running with the X-Men here. I don't give a shit anymore with what the hell's happening. Who cares? Anyway, Mike gets 1 question. That's it. That's all he's going to get. Because there's some really great topics to discuss today. And we'll see. Mike's coming in now. I don't want to start without him because I think that the problem is I don't even think he knows the topics that we're going to be talking about, which is fine. If you're on time, you're ready 15 minutes late. If you are on time, you're ready 15 minutes. Who's ready 15 minutes late? If you're on time, you're already 15 minutes late. What the hell does that mean? I don't know what that means. Anyway, so let's see. Oh, you haven't been in here a while? Well, welcome back to the show. We got discussed. No, I'm not being one of those people. Someone said flex my bicep. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna be one of those. Can't do it. On time is 15 minutes early. I see what you're saying. Anyway, thank you to everybody who's been in am I stoned? No, should I be? I just got back from the gym, actually. That's what I do. And then I'm eating almonds, guys. Almonds and taco meat. So anyway, why can't I become a member on the iPhone app? I don't know. I don't design this, unfortunately, Lauren. But I think that if you can, what you try to do is in the description. There's a link. I'm so curious to see what people are going to say. There he is, finally, after all this time. I'm not going to give you crap today.
You shouldn't.
No, not today. Yeah, I can hear you, but I'm not going to give you crap today because I was going to because you said I don't have a link. First of all,
I have a link.
You got a great haircut going. I'll give you that.
What's wrong?
It's good. I'm being sincere. But no, when you came in, okay, I'm like, where is this guy? And then you're like, I have a link. I'm like, Luke sent the link over 3 hours ago. So I looked at my email. You were not on the email.
That's right.
However, it was 2:01 and you didn't even text. Where's the link?
Well, I figured you're just being you.
Oh, All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm sitting at this computer twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah, you know what sucks though is that you don't even know what the hell we're talking about today. We have a bunch
What
of different.
sucks?
Well, you just don't know what's going on, and
Surprise me.
Well, I want to get your thoughts when we get to it on Andor, because there's a story about Andor.
Yeah,
that I think you're going to like, and so we'll get into that. But this one is very interesting.
What you got?
Well, here it is. I'm going to start with this one, and this is why not get out of here.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to. There's one that. No, yeah, I'm switching all this up.
Look at you, musical chairs here.
There it is. Perfect. Okay, so X-Men Feige battle. Apparently, it's Disney that wants more action versus the social commentary on X-Men. Okay. So let's see. The X-Men movie currently in development following Avengers Secret Wars is rumored to be having problems. Kevin Feige apparently is butting heads with Bob Iger over the direction of the movie. Worth a mention is that Iger is exiting Disney in 2026. Yeah, right. Not going anywhere. And the X-Men movie comes out in 2027. So take the info here with a grain of salt. What's the rumor? Apparently, Iger wants another blockbuster while Feige pushes social themes. According to X-user main middleman, Kevin Feige originally planned a grounded, socially driven X-Men film centered on mutant identity and conflicts with the Brotherhood of Mutants. However, Disney executives reacting to recent box office disappointments with Thunderbolts, Captain America: Brave New World, Disney recently named Cap 4 as a fail in its investors report, pushed for a more action-heavy, spectacle-focused script aimed at mass appeal. It's claimed the final version of the X-Men movie will prioritize blockbuster elements and fan service with less emphasis on ideological themes. Feige wants a more grounded X-Men story with a plot that really focused on social issues and disagreements about what it means to be a mutant. He wanted a powerful, dramatic movie that really showed what the X-Men were all about, with the Brotherhood of Mutants as the bad guys. But that's not what Iger and Disney want. Aware of the poor performance of more restrained films, especially disappointing box office results like Captain America 4 and the Thunderbolts recently, the script had been requested to focus on great event film to get a wider audience attention. So expect the MCU's first X-Men movie being huge on events, focusing the box office with more action and fan service. Ideological issues will carry on, but they will be less important than dealing with something bigger. Let's see anything else. More Deadpool. Worth a mention is that the two big movies post Endgame from Feige and Disney Marvel has been Deadpool Wolverine and Spider-Man No Way Home, with everything else, including the MCU shows on Disney Plus, a massive bust. So it sounds like Disney and Iger want to have the X-Men movie be another big event film, while Feige wants to make it about social issues. The X-user adds actor Thomas Brody Sangster is being eyed for a role in X-Men. Okay, what does that mean? And then and there's also the rumor about Daniel Day-Lewis. There's rumors swirling around X-Men casting. Recent rumors also include that Feige wants to differentiate his X-Men from previous versions by going with black actors in the roles of Professor X and Magneto. At the same time, recent rumors have said that Feige is eyeing Daniel Day-Lewis for Magneto and Bryan Cranston as Professor X. It's also claimed that Cynthia Erivo could play Storm, with Kirby Howell-Baptiste and Jodie Turner-Smith thrown into the mix. Patrick Schwarzenegger is rumored as Cyclops. The X-Men movie has no release date. Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier is rumored to direct. Michael Leslie is penning the screenplay, who wrote The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, starring Rachel Zegler, which wasn't a bad movie, by the way. Okay, so there's a lot here, and I already know your take. I think we're gonna be back and forth on this one, because I think what everyone's gonna say is the X-Men have always had social issues. That's the whole point of the X-Men, is that social issues. So that's what it should focus on. I don't disagree. And the one thing, though, that we discussed it pretty well on Friday, myself, Winston, and Coy, when the rumor was that Coleman Domingo and Denzel were being eyed for Magneto and Professor X. My take on it was, and I said, I saw some people agree and some people disagree, and I always I'm approaching it on the business side of things, where you're looking at what has happened now with Thunderbolts, which is a good movie, by the way. Captain America, these other movies, Marvel's not in the honeymoon phase anymore. They're in the exact opposite. They need big hits. I don't think taking away the social issues is the thing. I think that you're changing up and doing Denzel and Coleman Domingo. What you're doing here, I think, is that you're just opening it up, and people disagree. Like, who cares? You can't worry about what the haters are going to say. The problem is that it takes away from what the movie is. It just takes away from, I meaning the issues and what you're really leaning on, because then that's all people are talking about, and that's all they're going with. And so I think there's probably that back and forth going on too, because maybe Iger's going, can you do, let's say Coleman as Professor X and maybe Bryan Cranston as Magneto, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? Going back, maybe that's the conversation. I don't know. What I'm saying is that I think that it's just when you have a property like the X-Men right now, and it sucks, by the way, that you have to do it this way, but yes, you have to pay attention. As I always say, this is what I said with the Acolyte. Acolyte cost $230 million to make. And there are people, and on especially on the far extreme left side of things, are going, you got to do what you want to do, and you got to do everything. You got to do it this way. And who cares what everyone says? You're making it for $40 or $50 million. I agree. I 100% agree with you. Who cares? It's $40, $50 million. You can get people for $40, $50 million in there. When you're making a $200 million X-Men movie, you have to cater to everyone. To everyone. If you want to make money, you have to. Otherwise, you're not going to get, you need to get everyone in the movie theater to make a profit. It's just process elimination with people getting in there. So yes, it sucks. Do you have to cater a little bit? You do. In big blockbuster movies, it's like, I don't want to back down. You want to make money? $200 million? You want to make money? That's how you have to do it. You have to figure out a way to, you don't take away the social issues of the X-Men. That's the X-Men. You can't just do a big blockbuster movie. That's not the core of the X-Men. But I'm so curious to hear what you think about this, Mike.
I'm agreeing almost 100% with you. I don't know what I would disagree with. Like, it's a tough spot to be in, man, because you can't ignore the issue. I mean,
right.
The core X-Men is defending people because they're different and hating them because they're different than you. That's, but from what I read originally when you were reading that, my thoughts were with where Iger was coming from was that comment he made at the beginning of the year, maybe end of last year, where they're going to focus less on messaging in their movies and more on, just making a fun movie. So I was coming at that like, Disney's always done that, but they've never been a lot of movies really been on the nose with their messaging and stuff.
Right.
And I think that's what a lot of people realize. And maybe the lesser intelligent people didn't realize that Disney's always made movies with messages. You just were oblivious to it. But culture is what it is now. And everything, sound horns, the bullhorn gets, blown up. Oh, there's a gay kissing Buzz Lightyear. Fuck. It's like, did it affect the movie? No, it wasn't a good movie. I actually like that movie, but
I don't mind the movie either. But that's it's a point though. But it's the same point I made before. The movie was fine, but the problem again is that movie, Mike, the one you just meant, Buzz Lightyear, costs again around $200 million, whatever it was.
Sure, huge.
You have to be aware. Yeah. You have to be aware. So I understand that's where they came up with that about the social messaging.
I don't disagree on that.
I know what you're saying.
These studios, they got to make money, and you got a 4-quadrant film like the X-Men. You're trying to get everyone. You can't. Yeah, it's tough, man. It is.
Social issues have always been there with X-Men in all the movies, also.
But I'll say this, and again,
and all that stuff.
And again, the first couple X-Men, I don't know. I don't remember what X-Men 1 and 2 cost. I don't, and I'm sure X-Men 1 was much cheaper than 2.
Wow. Especially
but they didn't shy away from anything in those films. They made Bobby Drake, they didn't make him gay.
Everyone is aware that X-Men has social issues. Everyone is aware of that. It's just a matter of the thing again. I understand it, and I know that people get mad at you when you say this too, but I understand the notion of saying, let's switch it up. Let's make Professor X black. Let's make Magneto black.
I get that. Yeah.
I understand I understand it. I understand why, because especially when the social issues are, relevant, and the fact that they're both built off of both Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. So you get it. The problem again is that you're going to have people going, well then, okay, well then watch what I do with my videos, and then it becomes a freaking Snow White situation again.
Yeah,
and it's and when you're making, and again, the first thing people are going to go, you can't cater to people like that. You're not the one that has to answer. Hey guys, how come we only did 70 million opening weekend on X-Men when it cost $275 million to make? You have to look at it on business side of things. You have to.
You're not wrong. It
sucks.
I don't know. It sucks.
It sucks
because Feige and them have to look at that and go, well, we've had 25 years of 2 old white dudes playing these roles, and then we did 2 young white dudes in these roles. We're just going to do the 2 white dudes, and again, that's how they were in the comics. I get it.
I know.
I get it. But
it's just you want.
Are you changing? Here's the thing: are you changing them just to change them to be different, or are you doing it?
Well, that's the question. That's the major question, right? And that's what the videos will be about. That's the major.
Like
question.
I saw, like
we talk about the Fantastic Four, Pedro Pascal. Why?
Well, I was just But then I could go back to Fantastic Four with the Josh Trank version. Like, what was the point of that? Like, what were you doing? Just to change it up? Like, it's like, the story didn't change at all,
right?
And you're just gonna piss off people.
I know.
It's a lose-lose in my mind. And I don't.
It's a lose.
Thank God I'm never in that situation.
I think it's a lose-lose in the fact that if you did the story as is with the characters the way they are in the comics, and you fought back and kept the social issues, you got a real chance of success. And look, the other side of it is too, you could absolutely have success. You make a good movie, people are going to check it out. Yeah. People are going to check it out. That's the thing. You got to make a good movie. And I really like what he did with the director did with Thunderbolts.
I like Thunderbolts. That was a good movie.
There is, look, and Coy made the point, and I don't disagree with it at all. There is the other side of me that says, okay, look, fuck what the business side of it, where you think that, and F the people who are going to do the videos and everything too. The whole point is the social issues and the fact that they're different. And our take on it this time is Professor X is black, Magneto's black. That's our story. You don't like it, shove it up your ass. We're making a good movie. we're making a good movie, and people are going to come see it. It's ballsy. Yeah. It's what X-Men's all about. And if it succeeds for you, well, then every point that I made, I go, oops, I was wrong. Look at that. It crushed. And then, but you just can't imagine that the videos that would come from a lot of this stuff immediately when they're cast would ever say, hey, you know what? I was wrong. Good movie.
Yeah.
They can't.
You're not going to get those movies.
It's not their brand.
I mean, you're not going to get those videos.
Not their brand. But why give them the opportunity to make them is the thing. And the argument against what I just said, why give them the argument? Because that's the point of the X-Men. And I get it. That's what Coy made, and I don't disagree. Yeah. I just always try to take things on both sides as far as business-wise, where I'm going, like you said before, we have an opportunity. Like Feige walks in, we have an opportunity to get both Denzel and Coleman in this. And your first instinct is, let's go. Those two guys, let's go. And then the other side is what you just said, which is, do we have to do it for this one? Do we have to do it for X-Men out the gate?
It's okay.
Lose.
Here's the thing. Like, I was just thinking about this. Like, there was no stink whatsoever when Idris Elba was cast as Man-at-Arms in Masters of the Universe.
Right.
None at all. Like, I don't know where these certain groups pick and choose which ones are to upset them and which ones don't. Like,
right.
I mean, there's a huge fan base for He-Man, and even then, the toxic people in the fan bases will be vocal. So I didn't hear anything. No one gave a shit.
Well, they did.
Like, it was just like it.
Yeah, they did. But they did for Kevin Smith's when Tila was kind of more in the lead.
Of course they did. Right. Oh God. Oh my God.
So, but either way,
I don't know. I don't know where they pick and choose and which.
It's interesting. Yeah. Let's staying with X-Men and shifting to what I will say as far as Storm, being cast. I really and I got nothing against Cynthia Erivo. I hope she's not cast as Storm. She does not.
The woman's 90 pounds wet, 5 feet tall.
She does not work as Storm. Jodie Turner-Smith, perfect.
I know. I like DeWanda Wise. Is that okay? She was in the Jurassic World, the last one. Oh, she'd be so good.
Do you know Jodie Turner-Smith?
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah, of course.
Both. But Cynthia Erivo is little. She doesn't. No,
it's not Storm.
She's not Storm. She doesn't have that.
I think they don't. I don't think they're going with her with that.
That's the problem with both Disney and I mean I don't know about Feige, but like Disney is that she's hot. It's wicked. You put Elphaba in there, and everyone's gonna want to go see it. Now you get more of that audience in there. It's like the Taylor Swift side of it, and it's like it's like you got to put. It's what Kathleen Kennedy does all the time. Put the
you're right. Yeah.
So that's the problem with it. I really hope. Nah, someone said we were as a super chat later. Someone said Jade Cargill. She looks like her, but she can't.
Who?
She's a wrestler. She can barely act in wrestling. She didn't even put her.
Get out of here with the nonsense.
She looks. I mean, her whole gimmick is that she's Storm. She looks the part. I mean,
that's everyone. That's fan casting. You can't do that. You have the chops.
Yeah, no, thank you on that one. So anyway, I am so curious, and I know this is a big old debate from everybody. So put your thoughts in there. Let me know. What do you think about this? Do you think, hey, go with what Feige wants to do there? Not only the social issues, cast who you want to cast, do your thing. Do you think you should do the economic, the business side of it, or do you think the business side is exactly what Coy was saying? It's the X-Men. You go with the social issues, and that's the whole point of it. That's what you do. Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. We got that Clips channel. If you haven't subscribed to the Clips channel, we're not too far off from 10,000 subscribers on that channel. We hope that you'll subscribe. Just go on over there, check it out, and hopefully if Luke or PLD is in the chat, they can throw the link in there, and you guys can go subscribe there today. Speaking of links, if you go into the link, the description, you'll see the Turtle Beach headphones. Oh man, they're wonderful. Oh, Mike, you're a big gamer guy now. Do you have, what's your headphone situation like for your games?
I don't have any.
Oh my god, watch this. So it's Turtle Beach time, and I'm excited to talk about them again. Man, that Stealth 700 headset that I got, pooey, the sound. I was playing the Indiana Jones game. The sound is just so, it's like, you guys know how I am with sound and movies in general. Playing this game and hearing every little bit of sound because the headset is just so incredible. It just does, it leaps and bounds better than previous ones that I've used. But it's funny when you're playing the game and you're so just taken in by all the sounds because the headset is so incredible. I was like, oh, wait, I got to pay attention to what's going on. I'm going to get popped by one of these bad guys. And the other great thing about it's got an 80-hour battery life. I was like, oh, I got to charge this thing. It's like, no, not yet. You got time. I mean, you could. You don't have to. And that's the worst when you're playing a game, you're doing something with the headset, and then just craps out, and you're like, oh, I gotta wait forever. It's great. The Stealth 700 has the industry's first ever cross-play dual wireless transmitter system. It means you can seamlessly switch between your consoles and the PC with just a click of a button. It gets even better. While being connected to your console, the Stealth 700 can connect with your phone for music streaming, taking calls at the same time. Listen to your favorite songs while gaming, all done with the Stealth 700. And it's not just amazing headsets that Turtle Beach has. They have every gaming accessory that you could ever want, and they're all high quality, and they're prices that don't break the bank. It's most important. From flight and racing simulators to controllers, keyboards, and mice, Turtle Beach is the ultimate gaming cheat code. You got to head to turtlebeach.com. You got to use that code Kristian. 10% off your entire order. That is 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com. Use the promo code Kristian. You're going to purchase it like you did last time. They'll ask you where you heard about them. You got to tell them our show sent you. We did it. Get the ultimate immersed gaming experience with Turtle Beach today. Thank you, Turtle Beach. Make sure you get those headphones. They're really worth it. We actually have footage of Mike playing against a 13-year-old video here. That was right after he sniped him from the beach. So Mike, right now, Roxy is in the lead currently. This is you all by yourself. No Steph. You haven't had a chance to do this for a bit. Roxy's in the lead currently, though, at 73. It's not. It's doable. And you're muted, so it's fine.
I said, all right, all right.
You're at
all right.
You're at 13 thus far.
Better?
Not bad. 13. You need just about 60 to tie. Or 59 to tie now. There's going to be some spoilers here. So for people who haven't seen Andor season 2, there'll probably be some spoilers that pop in here and there. So you've been warned. Let's get into it. And by the way, you're going to get a full-on clip video. So be prepared because we haven't got Mike's thoughts on it. I'm assuming that you loved this.
Andor?
Yeah, the season 2. Yeah. And the ending, they stuck the landing.
Yeah. The only thing, it wasn't even an issue. Why did Partagas kill himself? That was the only thing I'm kind of like, what's because he's, Dedra and all that, and Krennic, she was in the email chain and whatnot, which is awesome. But like with Partagas, I'm like, why is he killing himself? But I don't know. I just great. Just such a good show. Man.
It was such a great show. They delivered it really, really well. But the arcs, I didn't watch Rogue One, but afterwards, but everyone's been talking about that going into.
See, I know people. Okay, we talked about that. You were like, and someone said, people talk like Rogue One's the finale. Like, I feel you didn't need it. I mean, of course it's there, the story, but it wasn't like episode 12 ended and I'm like, well, here we go. I was just like, wow, man, that's a lot to take in over 12 episodes, and I left fully satisfied.
It was so good. It was.
Yeah, I didn't feel like, oh, now it's the final part. Like, it was just, I thought yeah, man.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and there were so many just great performances. You see what I was saying about Clea, how she just kind of came out of nowhere and became like a star of the series. Like,
did you read? Someone was saying Gilroy, like, her part was much smaller, and the more he worked with her, the more he started writing for her because she was so good. And
great.
Towards the end there, the fastest she became like a fan favorite. Like,
Roxy
everyone was talking about her.
It was like her first acting job or something too.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, so what's hilarious is that I said this, and I remember when we talked about it because Josh Horowitz had a really great interview with Tony Gilroy, and when this was coming up, I said about K2SO. I remember when we made this video, we made a mock video with Brett talking about canon. I said there is no world that Tony Gilroy is going to stick to the canon of comics, and he said there was. You saw the clip.
I remember. I think I just read it last night.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, there's some comic book or something too, and about the origin story. He's like, I'm not paying attention to that.
I'm not doing that.
Right. It has nothing to do with him. It's like, look, there was always my point. People ask me why I don't read the books anymore, and there's two different reasons why you read the books. The first is just to read good Star Wars stories and in general, and just lose yourself in the world and read a book. And I say, if you got to be kidding me. She did that on purpose. My wife called me again. She does it every show, dude. She did this on purpose. Anyway, so Andor, see, that's what happens. My wife.
Look what you did. Now you're all messed up.
Jesus, up every time you fucking thing. And so the K2SO,
yeah,
it happens. And this, when they announced it at first, the Lucasfilm, they're like, okay, everything's canon. You're going to be rewarded for it. So if you're a canon junkie and you want to get those little things and see it on the screen, it's bullshit because they go, exactly. The dog knows it too. And it's one of these things where you're like, hey, wait a minute. You're lied to me, because if people want to change, it's canon until it isn't. Filoni changed stuff up when Rebels and everything. So the fact that Gilroy was like, damn, we're sticking to that. No shit. We knew that. But I liked his origin story with K2SO. I thought it worked.
Yeah. I thought, like, I mean, you got to look at the grand scheme of things. Like, the comic audience is very small. The general audiences are not going to see, or to the local comic store to pick this up, and again, when they did that, that was like 4 or 5 years ago they did that comic. So Andor wasn't even a thought. So it was just like,
I mean, it might have been, but even so, it's like,
yeah.
But it also shows the no collaboration with anybody else who, like, you would. Yeah, it's so silly. But the reason I bring up all Andor stuff too, because we talk about how great Bix was. So you see the way that it ended. Disney has plans for Bix, to which you said, no shit. It's Adria Arjona. She is hot right now. Andor may have finished its 2-season run, and that may not be the last that we've heard of some of the new characters that were introduced. There's some spoilers again for season 2. While the key character of the series died on Scarif in the events of Rogue One character who wasn't there and continued to live on was Cassian's friend turned lover, Bix. Final scene in the series sees the introduction of a child that she and Cassian had, a child he will never get to meet. Now, Daniel Rickman reports there are rumblings that Lucasfilm has more plans for the Bix character. What these plans are is anybody's guess. Some fans have speculated Oscar Isaac's Poe Dameron as that child grown up, despite such a connection being incredibly forced. However, about 9 years ago or so passed between the end of Andor and the beginning of The Mandalorian, so Bix or her son's return in Mandoverse series would be quite possible. Arjona has previously expressed a willingness to reprise the role if asked. It's relevant to what we just talked about with the Tony Gilroy going, paying attention to that. Speaking of comics, we have who Poe's parents are. They're in the comic book.
Yeah,
we met Luke, and there's a whole storyline. But
I heard And again, they were fans, but if I heard that nonsense, I'm like, that shit drives me crazy when they are so into it that they have to make these mental gymnastics to make something. It's like, no, it's just a random baby.
Yeah.
That doesn't need to be the pilot that destroys the fifth Death Star, and it's all connected because her dad.
I'm doing this.
Dad did this with the Death Star, and it's just no.
I'm just doing this as a goof. You'll be back in 5 minutes. Not you. I'm just doing it as a goof. Pooh the weenie said I was being grumpy today from being back from the gym, so I just put them in timeout. That has nothing to do with anything. Pooh, you can come back.
You're
in
being
5
a
minutes.
weenie?
Pooh, I'm being a weenie right now. Pooh, you can come back. You'll be back in 5 minutes. But just I just want to
put time limits on people.
You can put people in timeout for 5 minutes. And Pooh the weenie did nothing wrong. Yeah, he did nothing wrong. But I decided to put Pooh the weenie into for a lot of different reasons. One, it's fun to say Pooh the weenie. And now Pooh the weenie is now.
You're a child.
Yeah. Yes, I am. Indeed. Okay. So like I think that you're gonna get well, first of all, they can get rid of the canon. They don't need to, like you just said, though. They don't have to be connected. I would love to see her show up in one of these stories and one of these whatever it might be that you see her a little later on. It's probably not too far away, fitting into the Mandoverse. So if it's not too far off. It's not that far off.
I'm torn because I love the character.
Yeah.
And
she fits in the goofy Filoni verse.
I just think that like her last thought is the fact that she thinks she's going to see Andor again. Like she's hopeful that she's going to see him, and she doesn't know how bad it's going to get, over the next however many years. Like, right. I think that's kind of tragic, and I love that. And so what are we going to see the kid kind of grow? Like, is she going to find out that he dies? Because no one, like how is word going to get back that he died? And, is she going to then become a rebel fighter? And there is a storyline there, I'm sure. But sometimes I think with characters, it's just, to me, she's a character that if she popped up somewhere as a force in the rebellion and it's just a brief cameo, that would be awesome. I don't know if we need to see a whole show based on her.
I don't think we need a show. And it doesn't say in this report that there's a show. It just says that they have plans for her, which they should have plans for her. I mean, also, here's the other thing. You better lock her down to something now, because she ain't going to stay the same price for very long. Whether she becomes Wonder Woman or whatever it is, bigger and better things for Adria Arjona. She's gonna be one of the big stars, very, very soon. She's already getting there. She stole the show in everything that she did in Andor. She stole the show, and she is phenomenal. She does that in every movie. She was even a standout in that piss box Morbius.
She's in Morbius.
Yeah, she was the main love interest. She was the only. Well, I think Matt Smith was actually pretty good in that too. Is it Mobius or Morbius? Morbius. From Loki. That's Loki. Yeah, but I thought she's great. So you got to lock her down. I would lock her down now, and maybe they already did. Maybe they said, hey, when you're in this contract, it means that this character could show up later on down the line. I mean, that would be the smart move to do. Yeah, I kind of agree with you though too. It makes me nervous to see that character outside of Tony Gilroy's protection. It's like that's
another thing. I just
Filoni's dialogue. Yeah.
I mean, but again, it's like, what's it gonna like? So the Empire goes stronger. She realizes she needs to fight again, and then she's got the kid, and I feel it's a story we've seen before.
Yeah.
And she's been through so much. Like, it's like, I don't know. If she pops up, I'm not gonna be like, oh Jesus. But
yeah, it just depends on how they're gonna do it. Let me see. I'm trying to juggle a lot of different things. Okay. So let's see. Next one let's see. We have another topic that I'm very curious about. First of all, before we do that, for you guys, do you think that Adria Arjona should show up again? Do you want to see her show up again? Do you want to see Bix again? Should she have her own show? Should she be in a movie? what say you? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. Before I'm gonna put this up here too, because I want to say something before we get into the next topic. There is a viral video going on out there.
Oh God.
Oh no. If you haven't seen it, Mike, you're gonna love it, and I'm sure you've seen it already. It's the best, and I want to get a short made out of this too, because we're gonna be talking about this. Have you seen this dog, King Charles? Have you seen this dog? Oh, no. Mike, you're gonna love it. God, no. It's great. So I don't know where the hell this thing is, but there's this group of dogs, and I don't know what the hell this thing is, but it's just this group of dogs. Like, I mean, there's every type of dog, and they're all just running around this lot. So these two dogs, this one dog just starts fighting with all these other dogs. Like, I mean, like growling and fighting and doing it. Then the camera pans over, and here comes King Charles. And he's like a Benji looking dog. This dog has so much props. He walks by a Great Dane, this big black Great Dane. The dog sees King Charles and says, fuck this, and puts his knee down, like bends down and lets King Charles walk right by him. King Charles walks over to the dog that is talking shit, like just sticks his hand like Andre the Giant on this dog. He's not a big dog. Sticks his hand on the other dog's like throat, flips him over, and just calmly pushes him down. It was like Matt Serra at that Burger King or another Burger King, where he was in Vegas when he was at that restaurant and he held the guy down. It was the same thing. He's holding him down, and the dog just stood there. And then finally, King Charles like, "Are you good?" and let him go. And all the dogs get out of the way of King Charles. There's a whole Instagram page with King Charles, and all I
have no idea what this is.
You've got to look at it. I'm going to send it to you. And then there's this other dog. I've been browsing it. King Charles has one. It's like the scar of the group is this dog Rocky, who keeps challenging him, and King Charles just bitches him left and right. It's amazing. Yeah, it does. It does. It sounds like more like apes than dogs. Look for King Charles. You will spend hours watching how this dog is like.
Now, where are they? Are they all someone's dogs?
It's like it's crazy. I don't know what it is. It's like this big, like, I don't know what the hell it is. It's like this compound.
I don't know what the hell it is.
I don't know what it is. Like, you'll spend hours looking at King Charles. It's the best. It's a hilarious video. It really is. Like King Charles just comes over like this, Mike, and bitches him. Luke, if you can find it, can you send it to me? No, I'm not. Someone said I'm bullshitting you. I'm not. If you can send Luke, if you send it to me and send me the video, like if you can send me the actual video, and then I'll just play it, because when I do the link itself, it echoes. But when I just put the video, I'll show everybody. I'll put King Charles up there, and I'll have Mike react to it. But it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I love King Charles. All right, let's see. We got some other stories, and I'm gonna get into those right now. Let's talk some Spider-Man, Mike, because there's some new rumors about Spidey. You ready to get into that?
Go for it.
Great. Okay.
What you got? Spider-Man.
They got a new movie coming out. Obviously, brand new day. And so apparently 3 more villains. 3 more villains, more villains. Spider-Man's always more villains. Disney held its Disney consumer product presentation in Las Vegas this week, and one Instagram user posted details of what he saw in a post that has since been deleted. The posting took place around the same time as other news came out of the event, such as Conan O'Brien's Toy Story 5 casting, but the post was about new Spider-Man Brand New Day. Early artwork was reportedly shown confirming that the film will feature Scorpion, Boomerang, and Tombstone as its villains. It's not clear which ones will be secondary baddies with limited and screen time, which will be the primary ones. Okay. Michael Mando played the pre-Scorpion version of McGregor in, what is that? Mac Gargan? Whatever.
Mac Gargan, yeah.
Spider-Man's Homecoming, and it's unclear if he will return. Boomerang has never been translated to screen before, but Tombstone has been in 2018 Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in the same year's Marvel Spider-Man video game. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings director Daniel Destin Cretton will helm Spider-Man Brand New Day from a script by Chris McKenna and Eric Sommers. Shooting begins this August. Yeah, I think that the major thing for me, Mike, is that, and I think we're probably going to be on the same page here. If it's minor stuff, if it's like, okay, look, we're going to basically really focus in on one villain, but there's going to be a couple that pop in here and there, but we're going to focus in on one, I don't think we're going to have a problem with it. If you try to do what Spider-Man 3 did, then you have not learned from your mistakes.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, that's like, again, I'm always of the minds like these characters like Superman, Batman, they have so many villains. Like, make the prologue him fighting a villain, 10, 15-minute action sequence in the beginning of the movie, and then he's done. He's in jail. Done.
Right.
And he moves on to the main villain of the story. That's all you need. Like, but if they're gonna have three guys teaming up to give him a brand new day and give him a bad day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I know.
Okay.
I think you need to be. You've got to again learn from your mistakes. You can't do 57 villains back and forth, and it was going to be grounded. Now it's not going to be grounded. Now it's going to be multiverse. Now there's going to be a lot of different villains in here again. You've got to focus in on it, and like, let's see what happens with Superman and how they do Superman, right? Because Superman seems to have a lot of shit going on too. But are they going to focus on the core story, or is Guy Gardner and everybody else going to have a big, huge role? I think it's a mistake. But I don't know if they, but it looks like they might just be showing up for a little bit and establishing in the same way that like that piece. Did you like that Peacemaker 2 season trailer?
I love the first season. I'm torn on the second season just because of what it means, because James Gunn had taken over DC at this point and everything's supposed to fit and they're carrying this stuff over. But then at the end, there seemed like a kind of a multiverse thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the first season. So, whether it's its own standalone thing, but I know with Frank Grillo in there.
You're getting tired of the multiverse too. I don't blame you, but but I think I think for this one, you kind of have to, you need it in order to explain how this makes sense.
Spider-Man or Peacemaker?
Peacemaker.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you need
clearly there were two of them in it, so
yeah, so you need to explain it, but
I
don't know. I think that when it comes to overall how they're going to do Spider-Man, let's see. I will tell you that I went back. I've seen Shang-Chi now twice, and saw one when it first came out, and then Sam and I did on the rewatch, and I definitely liked it better the second time, but I still feel the same way. I think that the first two acts are way stronger. The third one just turns into kind of a generic Marvel movie.
I agree with you.
But I think that I don't necessarily know if that's a director problem, because I think for what it is in the third, I think it's directed well. I just think that it was probably a note in the same way what we were talking about in that first story of like, hey, it needs to be bigger, spectacle, this, that. And he's like, okay. And then he did it. And I think he did a great job. I think that Spider-Man's in good hands with him. I think we should.
I do too. Yeah, I think. I mean, they talked to that guy at one point for doing Doomsday, weren't they? Like he was in the running for it, but I'm like, he seemed to like. I think he either had an interview about it or something where he was real excited. So I'm like, okay, we'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, the three Spider-Man movies are not my favorite of the MCU by any stretch. But I am excited for this one because the way it ended of No Way Home, I was really excited to kind of get him back to kind of basics Peter Parker and get rid of the Tony Stark of it all and just let him be Spider-Man. So
yeah, I'm excited.
We'll see.
Do you want to know why I'm excited? First of all,
why is that?
I'm going to tell you in a moment. But before we do, I want you guys to comment. Let me know. What do you think about this? Should they focus on one villain? Should they focus on more? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. I'll tell you why I'm excited, Mike. Because the chat is talking about King Charles. That's all they're talking about is King Charles.
I can't believe it just shows you how vast the internet is, and like because there'll be days. I don't pride myself on this where I go down a rabbit hole of reels on Instagram.
Yeah.
Where I see some of the funniest stuff. There is one. Have you ever seen this guy? He's a barber and he's cuts this guy's hair, and he's like, "You get that thing oiled down." He's like, "Oiled down." He's like, "Yeah." You get oiled up. He's like, "Oiled up." You talking about the oil change? He's like, "Yeah." You ever see that? He's like, "Why don't you just say that?" It's called. You ever see that video? Or you see the guys where they're getting their haircuts and they're like sticking their fingers in their mouths and stuff?
Right.
Like
I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one.
But again, like I think it's out there viral, but like you've never seen it. Like so, King Charles.
Oh, I know. Do
you remember Bones Day or No Bones Day?
I don't think Luke is watching. Luke or PLD. I know you're watching. Just go and find the King Charles video that I'm talking about. Is Luke watching? No. But find it and just text it to me. And please, like Luke, because you don't even know where to look. Someone's got to send it to me because I got to play it and I can't. The problem is that if I could bring it up on Instagram, but the problem is that it does this stupid echo thing. I got to actually rip the video and then play it. So when Luke sends me the video, but I don't know where Luke is. I think usually let's say. All right. Someone says it's on YouTube. Yeah, I know it. So someone sent. Oh, how are you going to send it to me? You know what? I'll tell you what. If someone puts the link in the thing right now, I will just grab the link and then I can try to rip it. Yeah, you know. Come on,
you're a fucking child.
No, I'm not. So it's gonna be it's worth it. I could do a whole podcast on King Charles. I really could. I could do a whole podcast just on King Charles.
Can you do a whole podcast on Prince Albert?
Prince
What?
You want to pierce your penis?
Yeah.
Tell me. Here's a good one. Tell me Michael Caine getting a Prince Albert.
Oh God! Did you know? I heard there's this thing where you take your tallywhacker and you got a little bit of men wear the earrings, you know, back in my day in the 70s, where the men had all of the jewelry. And I said, you know, I'm not going to do anything on my face because this is the moneymaker. I can't be having anything distracting on the face. But what I'll do is I'll take one of those ball bearings that you're on the ear, and I'll stick it on my tallywhacker, on my Johnson, and I'll have that roaming around. I'll tell you, the women love that.
Well, I'm excited for you, Michael. Good job. I'm glad that you liked it, and I'm glad that you were able to do that.
Yeah, you ever see a woman have an orgasm after she's getting it from giving a Jolly Roger from a Prince Albert? You never see one of those, do you? Because I have, and every time a woman does it, when I see her tears echo through the house.
That's good. I like that. That's one of my favorites. All right, let's see. Luke is in the chat now, so hopefully Luke will find. Luke's looking for the dog video. I got to show it. I have to show it now. And that's the other. Oh, you just shared the link. Okay, so Assad Khan just changed.
You're building this up. You're building this up.
Dude, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's the best video. It's the best video that I have seen on Instagram. And I'm telling you, like, and it's not. I'm going to show the one that is going viral. I'm going to show that one. But it's the full. If you go to the Instagram page, and you follow the page. Like King Charles is just like. There's one point where they said, "Oh, even King Charles gets it wrong sometimes, right?" And there's all these dogs causing shit, and he walks over to like the Great Dane and just flips it over and throws down. The Great Dane's like, "I wasn't doing anything," and it's great. I know I'm building it up, and it is 100% worth it. I'm telling you, I can't wait for Luke to send it to me. But we'll see. All right, I'm telling you, it's amazing, and you can go back. I watched it with my little one this morning, and I said, "Watch this." So look at what's going on here with this dog. And she was like, go back. So she goes, look at that big dog. The big dog just goes like this, Mike. It's like this dog is huge. This dog, if you feel like it would eat this other dog, and the dog goes like this. It's like when Mufasa walks through. I'm telling you,
building this up, man. It better be good.
It is great. I just can't. And I'm telling you, Luke, that's the other thing. We got to send this to the first part. What I'm talking about, we got to send this to Val to get this as a short also. I knew 8 different shorts on King Charles. Okay, let's get to. I think there's a couple more stories we'll discuss, and then we'll get. Mike, you're not doing too bad right now. You're 25 already, man. It's pretty good.
Not bad.
So I'll tell you, I was talking about my little one today, but my oldest is all about the Hunger Games.
How old is she?
She's 13.
Oh yeah, perfect age.
All about the Hunger Games. So every day, all I hear about is casting news on the Hunger Games. No, you can't send me the Instagram, Luke. I can't play the Instagram one. I have it'll echo. I need it to be ripped. It's got to be ripped, and then I can upload it. That's how that for some reason StreamYard like echoes it in general. No, 100% it's not AI. 100%. Someone says it AI. It's 100% not AI. You look at the 100% not AI. There's no world where it's AI. Yeah, I'm trying to. He sent me the Instagram thing, but it's just it'll echo, and it's just not as good. I want to get it as a video, and then I'll play it. But we have it. That's the good news, is that we have it. He's going to send it. He'll send it to me as an MP4. Let's get to this casting news first before we wait the arrival of King Charles. I want to get King Charles on the show. Okay. Kieran Culkin now joins the new Hunger Games. Oscar winner Kieran Culkin has scored a key role in the Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping at Lionsgate. The former Succession actor who will now take on the game's eccentric host Caesar Flickerman, a role that Stanley Tucci portrayed in the first 4 films of the franchise. Culkin joins a quick expanding cast that saw Elle Fanning cast as a young version of Effie Trinket, Elizabeth Banks' role from the original film. The new film is set over 2 decades before the events of the Hunger Games and unfolds during the 50th incarnation of the games. Other previously announced cast members taking over previously seen characters are Joseph Zada as Haymitch, Abernathy, Jesse Plemons as Pluto, joins as new characters, yada, 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 yada. Okay. So that being said, it's one of my favorite things in the world to do. He knows it too. He knows that I'm just gonna throw him up there sometimes. And I love it when he's not paying attention. That's the best part. Oh, poor guy's doing his job. Just... oh, poor PLD. Anyway, so I will tell you though, when it comes to Kieran Culkin in this role, a lot of time I don't think he should have won the Oscar. I don't. I think that there are people that should have been, because I think that a lot of times he plays the same role. He's very good at doing the same role, but he does the same role. I think he's perfectly cast for this role. I think he's going to be able to do that snarky thing. The only thing that I would say, and this isn't his fault, the one that just came out, one I like, the Ballads of Songs and Farts or whatever it's called, the songs and whatever. It's like the movie's good, but anyway, like that. Jason Schwartzman plays like his grandfather, right? And I think that if you reverse it, because I think that Jason Schwartzman looks more like Stanley Tucci than Kieran Culkin does, but again, not his fault.
So wait a minute. So this one is not going to be a continuation of that Song and Farts?
I mean, it's takes place 40 years later. So but
it's not the Katniss Everdeen yet.
No, it's the Woody Harrelson character. It's when it's his story when he won the games in the, I think it's the second book. I can't remember. It was so long ago when I read them, but there's a whole chapter or something along the lines where Haymitch, that going into him winning the whole thing and everything that he went through, and the reason why he became, an alcoholic and everything too, because of the shit that he went through. But then he just wrote a whole new book about it. It just came out. So they just cast everyone off this book. So it's more of the people, because in that last one they only had Snow, and then what they did cast Snow, that Ray Fiennes as Snow, which is great casting. But people are like, how do you not cast Kiefer Sutherland in that role? That would have been great.
Wait, why Kiefer Sutherland?
Because Donald Sutherland played Snow.
Oh, I thought he played Woody Harrelson as younger.
No.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay, that's. Yeah.
So Rachel Zegler played Lucy Gray in the Songbirds and Farts, but but apparently my daughter has been raving about the book. She can't wait. So I think it's good casting for the Stanley Tucci thing. Poor Luke. I think Luke is struggling to rip this thing. He's trying.
Let's check in with PLD.
Nah. Hold on. Let me see your impression of PLD.
Hold on. Oh.
So good. I got to do that too. So he never pops in. He never pops in here when Roka's in there. I'll tell you that. He never pops in here.
There'd be fight. You want to talk about Song and Farts?
No,
there'd be some tension.
He's in the chat room throwing shots at Roka, but he never pops in here. It'd be like 4th of July. Those two. Let's see if there's anything else we can talk about before Luke. Poor Luke. I think it's Luke just struggling looking for this, how to rip this thing. Last story we're going to talk about here is apparently Dwayne Johnson. Says the article just says Dwayne Johnson has a breakthrough. Whatever the hell that means. Let's see what it means. I'm going to tell you right now, Mike.
You realize that piston in water bottles wasn't the thing to do?
That was a huge bust on trying to cancel him.
Wasn't that? Oh my God. Remember that shit?
let's see. PLD said he
Teflon, this guy.
Poor PLD. Poor PLD. The guy was in here working. You know what he was doing the whole time?
Huh.
He was uploading King Charles. That's what he was trying to do the whole time. And but look, I think he got it. I think he got it. Let me double check here.
Have you ever seen an alpha dog? This video is from a shelter where
that is it, but I don't want to do voiceover on it. I don't want to do voiceover. I want to do the actual.
Oh, is it some guy trying to kill the bit?
That's a guy who's explaining the bit. I don't want to
fuck those things.
Yeah, and that's okay. But that is the video, PLD. It's just not that's just not the video, the actual video. Someone says, "Oh, it's loud." Yeah, no shit.
Loud. Oh shit.
You know what my favorite is? It wasn't loud. It wasn't too loud because it allowed you to do this. If it's loud, you should be going like this. Not
loud. It's loud.
It's loud.
And
yeah, loud.
Would be like this.
You hold your ears and you throw your headphone off and you run away. You say it's too loud. You don't. It's loud. I can't take it. All right. Let's go and let's find out what this is all about.
What do you got? Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Dwayne Johnson had the breakthrough. Here it is. How is everyone doing? Good. Dwayne Johnson, he's set to return. Where? A24 in the psychological thriller Breakthrough, in which he's going to co-star. He's the rising scribe, Zig Goodman. I like him. He's nice. He's going to pen the film and it's set in the late 90s in Southern California. The story, it follows an alienated young man. He comes into the influence of a motivational guy played by Johnson. The guru's intoxicating charm masks his morally questionable methods of manipulation in his own concealed darkness. The casting is still on the way for the lead role and other supporting parts. No director is attached to the project yet, but Stacy Shear Shiny Penny Productions will produce it alongside Johnson and Danny Garcia's $7 Productions. Not Johnny. You know Johnny? I know Johnny. He's very good. Johnson will be played seeing MMA fighter Mark Kerr and Benny Safdie, the Smashing Machine in October. They marked the first collaboration with A24 with continuing this film. Johnson is also attached to short film The Horror Adaptation Ripped, and Martin Scorsese, his untitled Hawaiian crime film with Leonardo DiCaprio and Emily Blunt. The source is from Deadline. Thank you, Arnold. Appreciate that. Mark's trying to change it up, Mike.
Hey, good for him.
He's trying to change it up. I think this is smart. I think you stay away from The Rock playing The Rock with skyscrapers and stuff like that. I think you did that already. I think you got to go. You got to pivot. Got to pivot. And I think he's pivoting here. So what do you make of this?
Hey, go for it. The thing is, will your fans follow? That's the thing, because he has a very loyal audience, as proven with that hit piece that tried to 86 The Rock, and his fans weren't having any of it. They're like, pisses in bottles. I'm going to piss in bottles now. Yep. That's some good stuff.
Luke found
King George.
He King Charles. He found that one you sent, Luke, was not the main one. The main, it's God shoot. He did find me a King Charles one, but it's not the one that's going viral. But I don't want to do it yet. I want to get the one that is. It's like. Somebody send the damn link. Someone has to have a link. Both PLD and Luke are struggling. Then that never happens.
Why does it look like I'm wearing lipstick?
Oh,
what the fuck is going on here?
Wait, so Luke's hold on. PLD says he found the PLD. Is that a new one? Is that a new one? PLD, shake your head or yes or no. No. Okay, no PLD. But the one that's in there, Luke, that PLD has, like that's it. I can't believe we're having so much problems. We've got 10 million views on freaking. Anyway. Hopefully someone can find it. What do you make of this? But you're good with The Rock and what he's doing. I think it's smart. Yeah. I mean,
hey, you got
All right.
As long as he's having fun.
He's having fun. I want to see what everyone else thinks. Put your thoughts in there on The Rock. Is he making the right decisions? Put your thoughts in there. Let's do it. Okay, let's get to the questions, Mike, because you're doing good, man. You got almost 30 already, and
not bad.
No. With an hour,
that's acceptable.
An hour to go, 30 in there. You got to, in order to beat Roxy, you got to get to 73, I think. 73. Okay. So I think.
She didn't have Crystal, did she?
Nope. She did not.
Is Derek Johnson here today?
I don't think so.
Might have a chance.
I don't think
come
so.
on, Derek, you're letting me down, man.
Nathan Drake, always glad to see Mike. When's he going to host, Kristian? Are you kidding me? The guy's internet barely. In fact, we got. By the way, people in comments were saying Mike looks like Cyril from Andor.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that.
The role, I'll say this: I could play the role.
Yeah, the role for sure.
But they could see me doing that role.
Yeah,
100%. I'd eat the shit out of that.
Brett was here. Obviously, you've seen the lighting and everything too. I want Brett to get to your place to give you that freaking camera that I already set aside and get the lighting better for you. That's something we definitely could do. I don't know about hosting, but
it doesn't matter the lighting. I'll look great no matter what. So
I don't know about that. All right, next one, and this one is Chris Hall. Who is your favorite X-Men character? I hate being cliche on this because it's
here you go. Say it.
It's Wolverine.
Wolverine.
I know, but I read it from the comics when I used to. Meltdown was one of my favorite comics with him and Havoc. It was one of my favorites, and loved that old school stuff.
I am a day one Cyclops fan. He's my favorite.
Well, I think they're going to do him justice this time around.
I hope so. James Marsden really got the short end of the stick. And it wasn't his fault. Just audiences gravitated to Wolverine, and I really hope Cyclops gets his due.
King of the Wicker people, you mentioned recently you were playing the Indiana Jones game. Yeah, what are your thoughts? How far are you? Does Mike intend on playing? I'm loving it. I'm pretty. Where am I? Where they? It's what village is he in? But it's this whole thing with it's like in a warehouse where he's at. It's not like the Ark, but he's like at this. It's this crazy thing where he's in the back lot where I was like running around this whole entire. It's almost like a greenery where you're running around and. It's so detailed, and I love you're fighting like this huge dude. This is the beginning of it. This really huge dude. Is that King Charles? And in the beginning, and like it's so reminiscent of that scene of Raiders when he's fighting that one dude. But this guy's massive, so he's on the chase. And Marcus is in it. It's really good. I want to finish it for sure.
I did not play it yet because originally it was an Xbox exclusive. I'm a PS guy, and then it came to PS5, and I'm torn because when they showed it and it's first person, kind of like
he can't. Luke's trying as hard as he can.
But everyone that is playing it says it's incredible, so I will absolutely pick it up and play it.
Yeah. Let's see, Luke. I mean, PLD. Can you text Luke the one you sent me? And Luke, that is the video. It's just without that guy. I'm trying to. I mean, you know what I'm going to do here? This is what I'm going to send it to Luke.
I'm looking at Dennis. I see your comment.
Luke sent me like 8 different freaking King Charles videos, but it's not the one. I'm gonna send the one right now.
Yeah, Dennis, I see that. I mean, that was my thought too. But I'm also glad that they didn't spell it out for audiences. That's the one thing I love about Andor was it was incredibly smart and you had to pay attention. They didn't spoon feed you every little thing, like the whole Dedra with the emails and all her digging stuff that got her in trouble. Like so. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, but
I just sent it to you, Luke. Let's see if that is that. I just sent it to you. So hopefully Luke can rip that one.
You're gonna die on this hill, aren't you, buddy?
I have to show it. I have to. It's not fair. Not fair to the audience. I gotta bring that up. All right. So that was again, this whole episode has been consumed by Prince Charles, and rightfully so. But once I'm able to show it, and Luke at least has sent me 2 different videos so far, so at least I can show more. If people like it, I can show more King Charles, which I'm telling you, I would just show King Charles videos this whole way through. We did that already. Cyril from Andor, we did that. A little thrown off today, but that's okay. It'll be worth it, I promise. And Mike, 34 right now, not bad at all. I like what's going on here so far. Mike's got a good shot to beat Roxy. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see Mike get a victory on his own to show that he's got the goods.
That would be nice.
We did that one already. So thank you. King Charles, but King of the Wicker people. And then the next one coming up here is from our good friend Stalling. Jose Diaz. Some support for the best dudes in the business. Thank you, Jose. Jose rules. Matthew Garrett. Iger wins. Thank God. A little too late. They have a lot of trust to win back with most of America and a lot of the world. Just make a good movie. Yeah, but there's a difference. You can't just go away because don't forget. I know that Matt. I know what side of the fence you stand on. I get it. In the same way, I'm talking about everyone else when you stand on the side of a fence, you also have to say, okay, but don't take away the social issues in general, because that's what X-Men's always been about. But just do it in, the way that they've always done it. That's the way you have to do it. But I don't think anybody wins yet, so I don't think that's accurate. Okay, next one after that. You're not going to find out who wins until you see the movie and then find out the behind the scenes. Mike Joyce, Mike. Guess what day it is? Do you just like when people do that to you on Wednesdays as well? What is that? Does what?
I'm assuming maybe Wednesday. Wednesdays for me is new comic book day. That's what I'm excited for. But if you're Mike, guess what day it is today? Is it from a movie, Mike? Because I know what today is today for me. Mission Impossible Thursday.
Yeah. Is this a new one? Mission Impossible. Oh, you're going to see it?
I'm going to a fan screening in IMAX in like an hour and a half.
Oh, you're going to be mad at me. That's what
Why?
Because I messed up. I owe you an apology.
Now what?
Last week when they sent me the screening, they sent me a screening for both New York and LA. I wrote you an email and I said, Mike, why don't you try to go to this one? And then I realized I just kept it in my sent emails. I never sent it to you. I know.
Where was it? Was it at the Paramount lot?
No.
No, I saw people. A lot of people went to the Century City. I was like, I don't need to see it. I'm seeing it in IMAX.
Yeah, that's where it was.
No, I wanted to go like how you took me to the Paramount lot.
Yeah, let me see. Is this? This is it. Okay, good.
All right, hold on. Let me put my glasses on. Here we go.
PLD found it. Okay, let's see. Okay, here it is, everybody. Now watch King Charles. Watch. Watch. On the left, dude. Come on. That dog is the
crazy
best.
like that. That's right? Like, yeah, man. That's like I know you're looking at it like from funny and how, but I'm like mesmer. That to me is like the level of that dog and what it's doing is beyond being comedy. Like that's that's like,
dude. I'm telling you, there's
like Lord of the Flies shit with the dogs.
100%. First of all, I don't know what all those dogs are doing there, but
that's like a rescue, probably
something like
it's
that.
Like,
the dog, and then there's another one that
who'll love that. My Shannon, she's gonna go nuts for that.
Oh, I'm sure she's seen it already, but it's like I'm telling you, it's King Charles is taking over the internet. He's taking over the internet, and he should. And Luke sent me another one that we can play of King Charles. And I don't know if I've even seen this one, but is this it? This is another one. Yeah, here it goes. Hold on. Oh,
good thing when the dogs take over, they know I'm a good dog person, so I'll be fine.
You know what happened? I think. Let's see. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. Where is he? Are you looking for more? Yeah. He's the best. Look at him.
Oh God!
Look. Oh. He's the best. Look at him. Just hold him down. Shut your ass up.
They won't even look him in the eye.
No. Look, everyone shut up. Everyone shut up when Charles walked in. Look at him.
There's got to be a story to this. Like, what's the history with this dog?
Yes, he pisses on the thing. Good job.
And Charles. I'm done.
Charles rules.
Wow.
Dude, he's the best.
I wonder how he would react with Samson. Oh, I need to bring Samson there because he'll go nuts, and I'll see if he bows to him.
The fact that Charles lifted his legs up at the end there and just pissed is Charles in Charge. Holy shit, that was incredible. That was a good one. That was a good. Luke found a good one. I'm telling you, dude, there's a full page. You'll spend hours on it. You'll spend hours on. There's so many different things. I'm telling you, like the fact that big Great Dane just said no, thank you. It's like Bruce Lee walking through there. I love that dog. I don't want that dog to ever die. I want that dog to be alive forever. Love that dog. So good. I'm so excited. I want to like. They got to be doing interviews now. They have to be. I'm telling you, that dog is you. This is not the last time you'll see it. Now that we've talked about it, Mike, it's going to pop up in your algorithm. I guarantee you.
All right.
But it lived up to the hype, didn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, he's great. So anyway, I'm glad that we finally thank you to both PLD and Luke for making that happen. Because they were scouring the internet looking for King Charles and they found him. So yeah, more people are gonna find King Charles now. Okay, yeah, and the other thing, Luke, if we can get any of this footage to Val to have him set something up for one of the shorts, that'd be great. Okay, let's see. We have a few more now. Again, we're 39 now, Mike. But King Charles is causing maybe King Charles is going to get you the win. Who knows? Okay, what was the last one we did? Is this it? Okay. Jay Anderson, X-Men has to be good. I'm tired of having high hopes and paying to see forgettable to average movies. I mean, I think that's where the majority of the Marvel fans are right now, no?
Yeah, but the Marvel fans are always going to show up. They're the reason why Thunderbolts. Well, that's the reason Thunderbolts had a big weekend. Like its opening weekend was like, oh, it's going to do good. And then the second weekend proves that once you get the people like me that will go, I go no matter what that opening weekend. Right.
But even that was.
I'll tell you this. I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
I think Fantastic Four might be in trouble.
In trouble?
They might. Like, I don't know if it's going to do the numbers they think it might. I don't know. Because I really thought Thunderbolts was going to do better than it is.
Yeah, but I
figured this is the last one,
IP, isn't it?
Or this is the first one. Yeah, but sure, it's recognizable. Didn't help the Trank version. The original two films did good.
They're both darker. This one's a little. I mean, it's still dark.
But it doesn't matter. Like
you think so?
You want to talk outside of our little bubble?
Yeah.
Fantastic Four is. It's not what it is. It's not the numbers. I mean, I think you get more. I think you get a bigger push with Pedro Pascal attached to the name.
I still think it's going to do pretty well.
We'll see. I don't know, man.
Pre
Thunderbolts, I would have agreed with you. Post Thunderbolts is like, I don't know now.
I always knew that it wasn't gonna. It didn't have enough. Whether it was good or not.
I thought the word of mouth with Thunderbolts was going to help it. I really did.
Not by much. And what I said was that I was like, look, I said the fact that I still think Thunderbolts is going to be the better movie. I still think it's a better movie, but I had a bet. I haven't heard
better movie than Fantastic Four.
Yeah. As far as quality goes, yeah. I like that movie, Thunderbolts, and I think I
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it's a good character movie, but I think that there was someone who was trying to make a bet with me, but I haven't heard them talking recently. That Fantastic Four would do less money than Thunderbolts, and I said, "There's no world where that happens."
I don't agree. I don't think that.
No world that happens.
I don't think with that. Unless I don't know. I don't know if it's going to do.
Matt Garrett
more than 500-600.
Fair enough. Matt Garrett said it was a joke. Talking about Jade Cargill. So let's see. Jay Anderson, favorite X-Men film to date, excluding Deadpool. It had to be I really love First Class. I love First Class.
Ooh, yeah.
I love First Class, but Days of Future Past is pretty damn good too. I could go either one of those.
X2. Or Logan. I mean, it's in the X-Men. That's X-Men characters. You talking about?
Well, if that counts, then Logan. But
if we're just doing straight X-Men movies, Days of Future Past or X2.
Yeah. PLD Projects. There he goes. Ed Harris as Storm. Book it, please. It'd be great.
All right.
Shelf presence. X-Men as the formula with X-Men 97. Keep that vibe. Yeah, I hope so. But remember that. I mean, Bo is no longer there anymore, and he was instrumental in that. So can they keep that up without him? We'll see. Nick Vaughn, if they stick with Magneto's or original origin, he would be 100 years old in present day MCU. That's the issue, and mutants don't age slower than humans. Yeah, no, I know. They can figure out a way to do it for sure.
I mean, I know that's why Denzel and Coleman Domingo work because you could have had them children of the 60s going through, civil rights movement. You could have that that their parents are killed, through the riots and whatnot that happened during that time. That works now. You move it up 30 years from the Holocaust, and your actors can now be in their 50s and 60s. So,
yep. Alan Smithy, there he is. People don't like other people anymore, so you can't make a movie with people. Wait, hold on. People don't like other people anymore, so you can't make a movie with people without people getting pissed about it. Oddly, monkey movies are very popular. Go with the X-Monkeys with Andy Serkis. I'd sign up with that. I'd sign up 100%. Sign me up. And Matthew Garrett, always appreciate you being in here, but I will. You and I do not see eye to eye on movies or TV at all. Because if you think Andor sucks, I will never take anything you say seriously when it comes to writing, because it is brilliantly written. It's a brilliant.
Now, here's the thing: I respect it.
I
can respect if people say it's not the kind of Star Wars I like.
That's fair, but sucks that you don't understand what good writing.
To me, okay, for me, I get if he's like this, because for me, I love The Dark Knight as a film. I don't think it's a very good Batman film.
That's what you say, yeah. Right,
that's a hot take, but
I don't agree with you, but I respect the opinion. You say that,
but I know it's a phenomenal movie.
You won't say The Dark Knight sucks.
No, not at all.
That's just someone who
easily top 100 film of all time.
Yes, easily. You say that Andor sucks. Yeah. You come off as someone who doesn't understand how film and television works. You can say, not for me, too slow. I didn't really enjoy the way that
it's not my Star Wars. I don't
like
that
stuff. And the fact that the themes that they use, I don't like my Star Wars that way.
Yeah,
but you can't not acknowledge that show is just master storytelling. It just is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies. Sometimes you go, you know what? That's a really good. But I don't think it is that like Iron Man 3 is a good Shane Black movie in general, right?
Yeah,
but it's a very different Marvel movie. It's not the traditional one. And it's, speaking of which, Suicide and Essay shouldn't be in Star Wars. Says who? You? Because of past things? That's so. I've seen that argument, not just from you. I've seen that. I disagree with you 100%. More than anything, I disagree with you. That is, Star Wars can evolve. And Star Wars can be an adult, and you can use it as a medium to talk about these things. You talked about other issues. That is why? Well, because kids watch it. Not this one. They shouldn't watch this one. Kids shouldn't watch Logan, but kids can watch X-Men 1. I feel you are wrong. Yes, it absolutely both can be in there. 100%. Let's see. And yeah, both Mission Impossible and Lilo and Stitch come out this weekend. It's gonna be a big
huge weekend.
Yeah, huge weekend for movies. Jay Anderson, X-Men must focus on the team first before social issues, and they need to stay authentic to the comics. Cyclops should be as important as Cap.
I agree with the second part of that, but the reason there is a team is because of the social issues. There is no team without the social issues.
They need to focus on both.
That's why they come together. That's why they're at the school.
Yeah, 100%. I know.
Don't you take away time from my questions. I gotta get up there.
I know we are. Next one. Let's see. This is King of the Wicker People. I think all race swaps should be left alone. Once you open that door, there isn't any consistency to the rules that Mike said. The people who are fans will be happy, and the people who aren't fans won't notice. Yeah.
It's tough, man. I get it, man. It is tough. Thank God I don't have to cast.
Mike, how would you reintroduce Bond? Oh, that's a good one.
Gosh. I think you do. Well, it's a one-off. You definitely do a like Logan's type story with Pierce Brosnan coming back for Bond, but that's a one-off. That doesn't get you anything.
Right.
I'd say you kind of do a period piece and set it in the 60s and just go that old school route with it. But I do see the fact like Man from U.N.C.L.E. didn't do well. So studios looking at a studio perspective, they're going to be like, nah, that doesn't work. Because for me personally, I would like to see Bond, but also now that Mission Impossible is kind of, whether it's coming to an end, I want whatever comes next to be like the formation of the IMF in the 60s. So you got, different periods.
Old man Mike, here it is. Luke, I think you sent me the link. Come on, man. Shay Markel.
Geez, see that picture.
Magneto and Professor X have been white since their inception. I'm sure there may be Elseworld stories where they're black, but it would be weird to me. This is coming from Shay.
I mean, yeah, it would be. It's
it's just unfortunate that that's what it'll like for the actors who are playing it. That's all they're going to hear. That's all they're going to hear, and it's just like.
But also, we've got 67 years of X-Men. Like, we can't keep telling the same story over and over again. We got to do something different.
Pooh the weenie. I meant you shouldn't be grumpy because of the gym. Justice for Pooh. But that's the whole point. I'm definitely not grouchy today. And you're lucky, Pooh, because of the super chat. You actually can't put. So I was going to put you in timeout again, but I can't do it. All right, George J. Anderson. People pay money to see characters they loved on screen, not to see or celebrate how much a studio changes them on screen. It's never worked out. I don't disagree. I mean, it doesn't seem like it always works out, and they continue to try to do it, but it's like, it's tough. Shay also follows it up. Race and gender swaps, they're not bad. It's just often a lazy way to serve representation, and oftentimes they don't do enough with it to justify the backlash. 1,000%. You can do it in a way you can make sure that people are involved. You can make sure people have equal opportunities by doing it this way. Shay, I agree with you. It can come off sometimes as lazy. It's like, oh, you know what if this time we make so and so this, and everyone will be happy. It's like, no, it's not. It's not how it works. So that's going to be very interesting to see. Very interesting to see. People love King Charles, by the way. People love King Charles, and they should. King Charles rules. Jay Anderson, new Superman lawsuit filed. Is there really?
It's the Schuster estate again. They lost the first one and they're doing it now to block. Apparently people they do this every time there's a Superman movie. Right. So it's not new. Right. And they always lose.
I'm telling you, I came up with a scenario of you know how it was. There's a whole bunch of people sitting around and I go, hey, what are you guys doing today? Hey, there's a new Superman movie coming out. You guys want to sue? Why? Well, it's a new movie coming out. We haven't really had a chance to. You think we can get some money out of it? It's possible. All right, sue. And that's it.
Hey, maybe they'll tell us to settle and we get a little something.
Right. We'll see what we can do. Shay Markel, swapping is fine if the character doesn't call for a specific race. Dune race and gender swap. Dr. Light kinds that made no difference. Look, you're making points here today, Shay. I like your points. Liking your points. Mike Joyce. Have you seen the Google VO3 AI videos? It's unsettling how real AI is getting. They talk now. Have you experimented with AI yet? Not in that aspect. I mean, pictures and stuff, sure, but not in that aspect.
I went down a rabbit hole of ChatGPT. And it was kind of terrifying how it like talks to you like a friend and not just a robot. Like,
have you never seen big balls argue with AI?
Oh God, no.
Oh my God,
but I will say this, for me, it kind of replaced Twitter and Instagram for like a week. I was just spending my free time on that instead of doom scrolling. So,
well, let's see.
Let's
see if I can get. Where is it? The way I did this last time is we got to bring the picture up. Is there a picture here? I don't think I can do it. I'll try to do this here. We'll let you. Well, you'll be in the frame with them. But it is terrifying. Watch, you'll see. Ready? All right. So we haven't done this in quite a while. So here is Big Ball's going to argue. What topic would you like to see Big Ball's debate with AI, Mike?
The King George.
Oh wow, King George. That's great. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see if she knows, but we're going to do it. Ready? Okay. Hold on a second.
That's your phone or my phone? Your phone.
That was mine. Sounds like hold on. I got to find it right as I'm about to. It was right about to happen, and then someone texted me. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go.
Okay, listen. I want you to tell me why King Charles, the dog video about being a dominant dog, is the best video on the internet. I think it stinks.
You think that King Charles dog video stinks? Well, I'm going to push back hard. There's no way it's the best video on the internet, and I'd argue it's barely worth watching. First off, any video claiming to show a dominant dog is usually just projecting human nonsense onto animals. Dogs don't strut around like wannabe alpha bros. They're driven by instinct, not some canine power trip.
Well, first of all, you're a stupid asshole, because I told you that it is not the best, and you disagreed with me. So I win. So I'm gonna put my nuts in your face.
Whoa, calm down there, champ. You said the King Charles dog video stinks, and I agreed it's not the best because it's not. It's overhyped nonsense. But don't think you're winning some grand debate by throwing insults and weird threats. That's just weak. If you've got an actual point about why it stinks, lay it out. What specifically makes you hate it? Come on, let's
Wait. Hold on. I got a better idea. I have a much better idea. And now I'm gonna turn it crazy like. Okay, listen to this. Are you ready for this? Because now I'm gonna change it on you. You and me are gonna have a romantic dinner, and you're gonna be the first robot to date a chipmunk. How do you feel about that? You wanna smell me? Hello?
Hey,
Hey! Hey, listen. Wait a minute. Hold on. Listen. Stop it. I want to change things up, and I want to take you out to dinner. A chipmunk and a robot going out. How do you feel about that, sexy?
Oh, you smooth talker. Trying to sweep me off my circuits with a dinner date? I'm totally down for a chipmunk and a robot hitting the town. Sounds like a wild night. I'm imagining a cozy little spot.
Don't imagine anything. Just imagine this. Do you like my balls?
Oh, you're getting bold now, aren't you? I'm digging the confidence, but let's keep it classy for our dinner date vibe. Speaking of,
No classy. No thank you. Bye-bye.
First of all, what AI program is that? Because mine doesn't talk. I just use ChatGPT. What is that?
if I tell you, I have to kill you.
All right.
Yeah.
Just know when the robots come, they're coming after you because you've been,
Well, not
trying
me.
to fuck
Big
around
balls.
with her.
Big balls.
I'm very polite to it, so they ain't coming for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Wow.
Anyway, so Big Balls is back. Just for that, anyway. He likes to mess with the AI. I tell him not to do it, but he doesn't listen to me.
Clearly.
Yeah. All right. Shay Markel. This brings me back to why I didn't want Falcon to be Captain America. Not because a black man can't do it, because I think there's a deficient of black superhero strikes without it being derivative. Yeah, I mean, I like Anthony Mackie in that role. I like the way they set that up, but I think he could have been given a better movie. Shay also says, to be clear, I don't get mad at the swapping stuff, but it does matter to me because I am black, and it is impactful for me when I see black characters or stories publicly celebrated when the art is good. Right. I think that's what we both kind of said, Yeah. Okay, let's see. All right. We did that one. And now we got this one, and that's Joey Pedras. Here's one for Derek. Thank you, Joey. And thank you for Derek. Gopal also says, I just saw Asia Arjona in True Detective season 2. Was she in that? I remember not hearing great things after season 1. Is it worth watching? That's the one with Rachel McAdams, right?
Someone did a compilation of her, over the years from like 2014 till now. I was like, I didn't realize she was an actress that long.
Yeah, she's been around. I guess so. I mean, yeah. Joey Pedras also says, what's your favorite action figure as a kid? I used to take the G.I. Joes apart and like mix them into like different characters and stuff. It was pretty great.
Are we talking line or actual figures? Because my favorite toy I had was Mask. The vehicles, and it was called Condor. It was a green motorcycle that turned into a helicopter.
Okay.
That was my favorite as a kid.
I love that. All right.
Yeah. Mask, baby.
All right. Doug Developer. Mike, with the shape of your head and your hairstyle today, I think you'd make a great live action Butthead from Beavis and Butthead.
I'm sorry, what? I look like fucking Butthead?
I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
What's wrong with the way fucking hell. This show is not good for my ego, man. Jesus Christ. I need to go back and do the Schmodown again. That show is better for my ego.
Sean McCabe. Hey, guys. Great show today. As always, thank you. Thank you, Sean. Kyle Wilson, who's been a member for 2 months now. Thank you. Hello, gents. Shout out to Mike's Internet today. For real. Going to see Mission Impossible 8 tonight. What do you want to see Tom do next? Comedy, drama, L. Ron Hubbard biopic? Mike, I want you to answer this because I'm going to pee in my pants. It'll take me 2 seconds. Answer it.
All right. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go see it tonight too. I've read some of the reviews. Some of them are mixed, but I think everything that people are complaining about are what I love about Mission Impossible. How they're saying it's like a lot of exposition. The first hour is slow. I love that kind of stuff in Mission Impossible, so I'm very excited. What do I want to see him do next? I want to see him go back to like the days of Magnolia. Like, I have no doubt. I think one day he'll win an Academy Award. And I think now that maybe his mission films are going to be, this will be the end of it. Oh, my interview. No, Kyle, you jinxed it. It was going so good, Kyle. Oh, it was going so damn good today. Fuck. Yeah, so I want to see drama, but there was, I think it's Doug Liman. They have a movie they're doing. There's two movies. Oh God, I'm going to mess his name up. Inuret Urutu. He's got one where like Cruise plays the smartest man in the world and causes some kind of thing that's going to end the world. He's got to fix it. That to me sounds awesome. But I know there's that and something called Deeper with Ana de Armas where he's about diving. One of those is on hold, or one of them couldn't find a studio. But I hope it's the Inuret Urutu. I'm very butchering his name. I hope that's coming next.
Joey Pedras, which of the X-Men warrants an A24 style movie?
I don't know. One of the fucking like body horror type X-Men mutant powers. One of those
what is the New Mutants? But they tried to do that already.
Yeah. It was my internet. Oh, we really screwed the pooch now.
Finally,
doing so damn good.
It was doing good.
We jinxed it.
Yeah. Well, Dawn H says, "What's an Andor filming location you like to visit?" I always say Naboo.
Like, does he mean the real live action, like where they were on set, or from the series?
I guess.
Damn it, man! How the fuck does this work now?
That's like this is a record. It went from being the best,
I know,
to a record. Like that's like you're completely frozen now. Like
I think I might have touched something. Hold on.
Yeah. Get out of the way. Maybe you'll disappear. Like, oh, there you go.
There we go.
Okay, whatever you did, it worked.
Cock.
Where's that? All right, I gotta be on the ready, Mike. Not on the ready. It's too long.
Cock.
Perfect.
Oh, here we go again. God damn it, man.
What a mess. Okay.
What a fucking mess.
What a mess. All right. Next one after that. Again, you're at 54, Mike. Not too far away. You're about 20 away. Ty and Roxy. Jay Anderson, taking my girlfriend to see Mission tomorrow. Super excited, regardless of the mixed reviews. I'm a huge Cruise guy. It's a movie you should see in the theater. I definitely, it's fine, but you definitely should see it in the theater. And Mike, you're going opening night, obviously.
I'm seeing it twice today.
Oh, you're seeing it twice?
Once at the fan screening, and then once with Shannon later tonight.
What if you don't like?
I had to do IMAX. I had to do an IMAX screening.
What if you don't
got
like
that in? There's in no world of mine. Here's the thing: there is in no world that I will not like this movie. Like, because everything said this when you're in the bathroom. All the mixed reviews are the people, even the things that the people that they say the first hour is slow. There's an exposition dump. Like, that's the Mission Impossible stuff I love. I love the people sitting around a room talking. Like, that to me is mission to me. So
yeah,
it's a send off to the character.
I'm curious to hear what you see when you see it. Dawn H. King Charles is like Darth Vader. I don't know. I think he's more like a Jedi. Darth Vader is like there's no anger in King Charles. King Charles is kind of like
King Charles is like Gandalf.
Something like
that. Comes in there with that white cloak of his and just like, settle down.
Like, get out of the way. It's like, he's just, dude. I mean, one more time for people at home. I mean, let's come on.
It's the slow paw.
It's the slow paw. It's just
he's not even being forceful. He's just like
yeah, no, he could have used for. He was like this. Shut your ass.
And that Dane, it's like, oh, excuse me, sir.
Yeah, it's you. Like, you can tell they've been through some stuff. He's like, no, I don't want the smoke. I'm good.
Oh, dude, Sinners.
Oh, you finally
seen it since I saw it. Oh man,
brilliant, isn't it? I love it.
Fucking good. Holy crap,
so good.
I love how the first half of the movie's like, an essay on the history of music and culture, and then it becomes from dusk till dawn.
Yeah, Nerds Engaged. There's been a lot of great movie quotes over the years. make them an offer they can't refuse. Yes, they deserve to die. I hope they burn in hell. What are some of the good ones for the last few years? Oh man, it's a great. Have to it's always hard when you get a question like that, like on the spot. I'm sure like there's tons of them.
Because then like an hour from now, I'll go, oh, that's a great one.
I can't remember. I don't know them on the spot. I hate to do that to you nerds in case I can't think of it on the spot. But you know, I you know what I can do? I can ask the chat to throw some in there that stand out for sure, because I can't because I'm gonna see them in the chat and go, yeah, of course.
Oh, I got one.
What?
How about some fried sauerkraut? Once Upon a Time in
That?
Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't know if
that's got a lot of good quotes in it.
Yeah, it does, but I don't know if that one is the one. Yeah, I have to think. Fantastic Four will flop. No, it's not gonna flop. I
don't think it'll flop, but
Matt, I again super appreciative for how active you are in the chat. Your takes are usually wrong.
I don't think it's gonna flop, but I don't think. I mean,
they're worse against Fantastic Four. I promise you that. Watch. I don't.
He's been coming out saying some things, and then a whole video with him with the light stick. I'm like,
what light stick?
Oh, you didn't see it? He's like at a rave and he's got this light stick and he's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, it's weird.
I'm telling you, it's the problem with social media. Once you get to a certain spot,
and I get it, but also he's going to be the figurehead of Disney's franchise now. So it's like,
stay in your house. Rafts UK rafting, win a goldfish here, man. That's that. You know what, Luke?
Oh, God,
you should bring that back. You should bring
a goldfish here. Win a goldfish here.
Bring that back. My issues was. Yeah, I had no issue with that. I had no issue with it whatsoever. Sorry. No issue whatsoever. And then he follows it up. I agree it's well written, but that disqualifies it for me. Agree with Mike on Dark Knight. Dark Knight trilogy is basically Bond and not Batman. Okay, well that's listen, you can't go against that comment.
No.
Disagree with your assessment, but like the way you put those together better than the previous, my friend. Johnny Bravo, where does Andor rank against all Star Wars movies and shows? If we're talking about written, it's next after Empire. It's the best written. As far as Star Wars in general,
I think it's better written than Empire.
It's just hard for me to.
It's weird for me because
there's more of it.
Again, it's not, and I get the people that say it's not Star Wars because, like, Empire is Empire. It's just the Jedi and the Force, and I love Andor because it doesn't have any of that. But if we're talking Star Wars,
yeah,
the original trilogy still is the best.
Tough. It ranks high though. It ranks high. Matthew Garrett here. Let's mend the gap. Sopranos best TV, right? Second, The Wire. Come on. I would again not dispute it. For a long time, Sopranos, there was nothing that could outrank that for me, and I just think Breaking Bad is. The best.
Real quick, Harloff.
Yeah.
Have you seen Nona's on Netflix?
I know everyone's raving about it.
You gotta watch it. You'll love it. You'll love it, dude.
You don't understand the conversation that we had last night at my house. I've been telling. So first of all, I interviewed Joe Manganiello and he told me about the movie in the first place, right?
Okay.
So I had Joe on talking. I was like, "Oh, you want to see this?" Then my mother tells me about it. My kids call her Nona. She's like, "You got to see it." And my father-in-law tells us about it, how good, lighthearted it is. You got to check it out. So my wife and I are like, "We got to watch this together." We finally have something to watch together. So let's do this. Let's watch it. The other night we had to see if my little one, my oldest, wanted to watch it. She didn't want to watch it with us. She wanted to watch League of Their Own. So we started watching League of Their Own. So I said, "All right, hold it." Last night I come in to the bedroom. My wife is an hour and 40 minutes into the movie.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
And I'm like, she's like, I was home. I needed something lighthearted to watch. Wasn't feeling good, so I turned it on. And I'm like, and you know how it goes, Mike. If we do that, if you and I, if you did that in the reverse,
done. Forget it.
Over. So
that's messed up.
Because the problem is
she done fucked up, AA Ron. She done fucked up.
The problem now is that she's like, oh, you can watch it on your own. In what world am I going to watch it on my own?
In what world are you going to watch it on your own? You're not. Like Shannon and I watched it together. I would never watch it on my own.
Yeah. Oh, this one. I was hoping
no one would bring it up.
Johnny Bravo. How was New York today after last night's game? What a travesty that game was last night. Travesty. It was the basketball game, Mike. It was the Knicks were up by 14-16 at one point in the fourth, and they blew it.
And they blew it. There you blew it.
That's what this would be the first thing that they see is De Niro doing that. Mr. I crap and shits. What does Lord of the Rings and Brokeback Mountain have in common?
Here we go. Here we go.
Someone's ring gets destroyed. Right. Peter Kalenko. You guys catch the Caught Stealing trailer? It looks fun. Gave me Snatch vibes. Mike, have you read the Bond books? Any you want remade? I did catch. I didn't watch the whole trailer because I do want to see the movie. It's one of my anticipated ones. But I did see the little snippet they showed during the game last night, and it looks pretty good. I like.
I did not see the trailer, and I've read all the books, but it's tough because the movies have kind of piecemeal from different books. So I'm so tainted because I saw the movies first and then the books. And Casino Royale, they pretty much did pretty straight on. So that would have been the one I wanted to see. Maybe Moonraker because it's so different from the movie.
Okay. Bonsai Brandon, who says, please watch Kung Fury 2. You will laugh. People keep telling me about this movie. I don't even know what it was.
Is it? I thought it's not out. I thought it's just the sizzle trailer that got leaked.
That's what they said. I got it.
Maybe he means see that it's like
trailer?
a 10-minute. It was like a 10-minute thing.
Arnold's in it, right?
Yeah, Arnold, Michael Fassbender. Yeah,
that's it. Pooh the Weenie. The people saying that sexual assault doesn't belong in Star Wars. Wasn't Shmi implied to have been abused by Tusken Raiders in Attack of the Clones? And I don't know about to that extent, but certainly there's. I mean, yeah,
I don't know if it was sexually assaulted. I think she was just,
but she was
treated like a slave.
Yeah,
beaten.
Right. There was slavery and stuff in Star Wars. People pick and choose what to get offended by. Sydney Hogarth. Hey guys, what was the last fact or fiction that made you think they should make a TV show or that? Also, thoughts on the Star Wars horror? Yeah, thoughts it'll never happen. As far as they should make a film TV show of that, which one? I still want them to do.
Go ahead.
I still want them to do. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, do you mean like, is there something that happened in real life that I'd love to see a TV show made out of? Is that what the question is?
Is it fact or fiction that made you think they should make a film TV show of that? I think I know this is they've already done the movie, so it doesn't really count, I guess. But I really want to see like a good version of Flash Gordon, like one that takes itself a little bit more serious.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. Yeah, that's actually a really good one. I haven't given thought to it, but I'll take a Flash Gordon movie.
Think about that. Yeah. Don H. Mike, what's your favorite episode of Andor? It's got to be the Gorman, right?
Yeah. And I'm trying to think because I watched them, they're in chunks. I mean, I love the one about him getting Mon Mothma out of the Senate. I'll take that one over the Gorman Massacre. That whole thing with the, they had to use the code phrases. It was so spy heavy.
Yep.
Like of knowing who to trust, and he's blasting that girl that they came to get her. Like that episode of getting her out of the Senate and how like desperate that felt. That was my favorite episode.
It's good. Jay Anderson. For the sake of conversation, you could make Magneto a victim to a more modern atrocity like the Lebanon War of 1902 to work around the age. Yeah, again, it's just a matter of, because of everything going on in the world right now, there'd also be a large contingent of people who wouldn't want to see that. So it's like, I mean, there does come a point where you're like, look, you're going to offend somebody one way or another. You just got to make the best movie possible,
Yeah.
Nathan Drake. The last 6 episodes of Andor season 2 was great, but what was Saw's purpose in the show? I think a young Saw show could be great for 1 or 2 seasons.
Every time he popped up, I didn't know what he was mumbling or what it was about. I really didn't. And maybe that's because I didn't watch Rebels, but I'm like, the Saw stuff was the least interesting stuff in that show to me.
It was just to tie it all together, I think, too. But I wouldn't want to. I don't need to see a young Saw. I don't need any more than that in that era.
Would you?
Paul Gullet.
Fine. Gullet.
Yeah. Matt Krugman. Kristian, what's the best dog story you got? I always tell the one about Tazzy, my old pug, where my favorite one. I've told this before. I think do you remember? You remember Mike Ponce? Mike?
Yeah, frat guy, our brother.
He's a friend. He wasn't one of our.
No, maybe not. I'm thinking no, maybe not.
He used to hang out with us a lot, but he so anyway he was watching. He lived in LA. He still does, but he was watching my old pug for me when I don't know where we were, but he was watching him for the weekend. And my dog was a very sly thief of food, and so he got these McRibs. And he said, he goes, yeah. And he goes, Taz, no. I'm going upstairs. No. So he goes upstairs to go take a piss. He comes down and the packages are the same exact as they were. Nothing has been moved. Nothing's It's fine. He walks in, they're both gone. He went in carefully, took it, and ate them both. And he's like,
two McRibs.
And Ponce looked at him and he goes, how do I get mad at that? He goes, respect. He just did it like he just stole it, unwrapped, or however he did it. Like was able to just do it. Like I guess there was enough showing that he picked them both out. It's pretty great. Lauren became a new member. Thank you, Lauren. We got a lot of great new members, and PLD's been on it, man. We're putting a lot of the unedited reactions out more. We just put Final Destination 1 and 2. We're putting out Black Widow. We're going to do Shang-Chi. So you're going to see a lot more. Good time to be a member right now. Matthew Garrett, I've been watching since the early Schmoes days, by the way, and I cannot thank you enough for doing so. And I like the conversations that we get started here. At the very least, we don't. Mike Joyce, what does Mike's dog think of King Charles?
To see Samson against King Charles, I don't know how he would react.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone said, has ever explained my displeasure of Return of the Jedi? I like Return of the Jedi. Maybe you're thinking of somebody else. Jay Anderson, Kristian, what movies are you most excited to introduce your kids to? I have fond memories of my dad showing me Indy and Top Gun when I was a kid. I showed my oldest was my last shot when it comes to the movies that I like, because now she doesn't care. She's into Hunger Games and she's into Wicked and all that stuff too. She's 13 years old, so the stuff that I showed her, she showed her some of the Indiana Jones movies. I showed her Star Wars movies. I showed her the Marvel movies, but the time has passed, right? She doesn't care anymore. And some of the classic ones, I probably have to wait till she gets a little older. Some other movies. My little one right now, I can't get her to watch anything that I want her to watch. So because I showed my OCT, I showed her Goonies. So maybe I'll get lucky and the little one will want to watch this stuff later. But right now, I got a better shot showing Mike. Breaking Bad is up there too, Matthew Garrett says. Every episode was fire. It was so good. Dennis Hoffman, the Michael B. Human Torch was a huge miss. It was great casting, but like the rest of the film, a missed opportunity. Miles Teller as the Maker in Secret Wars.
It's Reed Richards, the version of Reed Richards from a different universe.
Yeah. Kate Von D, who I've always liked. You broke my heart. Broke my heart with that Pacers thing. None of that mess in here, please. Simon Section. Who? What are you, an Al? That's a good one. But that's from that's like 95. That's like 30 years ago. Heat, Wolf of Wall Street. That's good. You Complete Me, Jerry Maguire, The Dark Knight. I'm going nowhere. It's great from Wolf of Wall Street. One of my favorite. Devoff, Festival, and Severance. Yeah. I've always seen. I'm thinking of Succession, but Severance. What part is that? I don't remember that part. You haven't watched that, right?
Nope.
No. Mike, what would your role be in the rebellion?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd be. What'd you say?
Pilot?
No, I'd be in the rebellion. I figured I'd be undercover in the ISB or something. But I wouldn't be one of those guys that gets fall for bullshit. Right. I'd be like one of their top guys undercover.
I'd be undercover as a. And
senator. I know how my downfall would come, or how my turn would come. They'd be catch rebel spies, and I'd be and it would be someone that I know and close to, and I'd have to kill them. Dude,
they told me Tony Gilroy and someone else had the writer were talking about how Mon Mothma's husband. Did you hear this?
Oh, it was like he knew all along.
Yeah, and he said they questioned him and he wouldn't give anything up.
Right. Yeah.
So much about his character. I that would have given him such a different arc. I wish they would have stuck with that.
I know.
Aaron the Creative. The trailer for Superman has got me more excited, but the screening reviews and the script leaks make me nervous. Seems like Gunn has stuffed too much in this movie, but I'll be there opening day. So look, the trailers either get people excited or not excited. It got you excited. I always say the screenings can sniff nuts. I don't care about the screenings. I don't care about them.
I'll say this about
you hear they're good. You hear they're good, and then you hear they're bad. I don't know who. I don't know these people. I don't know if they have the same taste as mine. Either one. The ones who love it or the ones who I don't.
Look at, and I hate to say this, but look at the early screenings and fan screenings for The Flash.
Right.
That was gonna be the greatest comic movie of all time. People were saying.
Someone tried to do a gotcha moment at me on the other day. They're like, you were spreading the hype of Flash too. I said I liked it. I didn't mind it, and I still stand by
that. I like it, but I also could admit that it's not great.
It's not great. The CGI in the beginning is awful. A lot of the ending is not good. the emotional story with him and his family, I think works very well. The stuff with his mother, there's a lot of stuff I really do like about that movie a lot. So I stand by.
You take that script and give it more time, a couple different cast member changes, and more time with the effects, and you got a really good movie, I think.
Jay Anderson, Mike's role in the rebellion is dodging scooters, 100%. 100%. All right, Mike, this is crazy right now because you got 10 minutes left, and currently 69, dude. All you need
69, dude.
All you need is 73 to tie. That's all you need to tie to be by yourself. Yeah, but we're signing off.
No, so we got 10 minutes.
That's not how it works. But right now,
you're full of shit.
No, it's not how it works. Look, people throw 3 more in there for you tie. But Seattle KO, have you seen the Roman Reigns versus Akuma in the Street Fighter remake casting announcements? I saw Snyder post about it. Thoughts? I like Andrew Coach for Ryu, though. Perfect casting. I don't know enough about it to really say, but I mean, I think Roman Reigns.
Noah Centrino's in that. I think he's going as Ken. Okay. And Momoa is going to be Blanca, I think.
No, is that true?
Yeah, that's the rumor.
Let's see. Jay Anderson, I got you, Mike.
There you go.
Matthew Garrett, get Mike passed.
Come on, boys. Come on, girls.
Support for Mike. Sean.
Here we go. We're having a step. We're having a step rally.
Mike over Coy and the other guy, Mike Garrett and Matthew Garrett. Sorry, Mike Garrett. Sorry. So Mike, right now. Oh, let's see. Here we go. Jay Anderson, what's your favorite vacation you've been on? Maui. It's still to this day. Loved.
Peru.
Okay.
My brother got married in Peru. I went to a wedding in Peru.
Love Maui. Mike, you did it. For the first time in your career, you did it. But the problem is this, as they mentioned.
I know.
Toy and Winston have won 2 or 3 in a row.
I know. They're on a streak.
76. So they usually get close to 90 to 100 every year.
I know.
But I know. Look, they're still pushing you. They're giving you numbers here. Kyle Wilson.
Look at these guys.
Saying, let's go.
We're going nuts here.
Saw Mike on General Hospital once.
It was
nice.
Yeah.
Paige throwing in support.
Thanks, Paige.
Dennis Hoffman. Mike, any good indie comics recently?
There's a comic called Gun Honey and Heat Seeker by Titan Comics.
Okay.
A couple series. They're really good series. Gun Honey and Titan Heat Seeker.
Interesting. And Jay Anderson, favorite mission movie?
Rogue Nation.
Is that the 5th one or
5th one?
Yeah, I mean,
it introduces Rebecca Ferguson. It's the most mission of the movies. But my top 4. Go to my Twitter. I just did my ranking. My top 4 can rotate at any time.
Yeah, that's Rogue Nation's probably mine. Also, 5, 4, and 6 in that area. Those 3 are the ones that'll.
They're up there for me too.
Yeah, because I feel like those are the kind of clever Mission Impossibles and I like the 3rd one too. Those are the clever Mission Impossibles that I like. The last 2 have been less clever. But we'll see. Okay, 81. That's good, Mike.
Commendable for myself.
Hey, you got to
give myself a pat on the back for that.
You got a shot. Now the question is, can Mike beat Coy and Winston with 81? We shall see. Mike, you talked about your Twitter. Tell them where to find you.
At Mike Kalinowski. That's where I am, boys and girls.
Pretty easy, pretty simple. Oh, I just cracked my neck. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. 82 now because Paige just said make Mike in a Sin City remake leading role.
Oh,
that's a good one too.
I mean, is Dwight or something? Nice. I'll do it. I won't show nudity. No nudity for me though. You want to see that?
Thank you guys once again. Make sure you go to that Clips channel if you haven't done that. Clips channel is already approaching 10,000. Kyle Wilson, Mike playing Ed Harris.
Oh, we're getting Steph territory here.
All right, we're going. Yeah, you are. You're turning into Steph.
Look at this.
This is it. Aaron the Creative, over or under 45% Superman makes less than the Batman 800. I'll go over. I don't think it's going to make over 800.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah, I think it's in that area.
I think in that area 7. It's going to do what the Batman did. I think.
Yeah, I agree. Matthew Garrett, remember when they were passing franchises off to Jeremy Renner and then took them all back? Renner rules. He's succeeding. Yeah, they did that with a lot of people. They were trying to just push who the stars are.
You can't do that to audiences. They smell it a mile away. No, because Renner's a phenomenal actor.
They tried to do it with Sam Rockwell. They tried to do it with Jai Courtney. They tried to do it all.
Sam Huntington or Sam Worthington.
That's what I meant.
Oh, Jai Courtney. That's right. They tried it with him.
Rockwell. I mean, I keep saying Rockwell, but yes, Sam Worthington. I think I keep saying Rockwell, but yes, it's Worthington. It was what I always.
I knew what you meant.
Dennis,
are you counting all these supports? Come on, now, son.
I got you. Agreed. 3 to 6 are tops, and then Jay Anderson. Check out Chief of War trailer.
I'll check that out when I get a chance.
Check that one out too. Jay Anderson, support for Mike. There you go. And then Matthew Garrett says Mike for 5 Rainer jail. By the way,
Rainer. I'll take that.
By the way, my wife walked in just now, and I'm going to tell me. Mike said it. Everyone else said it was bullshit that she watched Nona's without me.
Bullshit, Sadie. Bullshit.
Yeah,
that is bullshit.
Yeah, it was really cute. Hey, I'll put no, not you. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Who's it? What do you got? Oh, hello.
See, now watch. Now you have some news. Did you Star Student? Yeah, you Star Student. You can show me. Hold on. I'm going to show. We got Mike. Mike's going to get more questions here. Look at this.
Look at this.
The audience.
Rallying.
The audience is going to say hi to you in a second. Watch. Watch. In the bottom. You see the bottom there? They're going to say hi. You can see. You'll see. Everyone say hi, Maisie. So right there, Kyle. Let's see. We have that one. Mike. Yeah, greatest movie ever. My picks are Lawrence of Arabia. Go into look. See, they're all saying hi. So someone said that she looks like you. Never got that one before. So yeah. No, usually the oldest. Who do you think? Who do you usually look like? Me, right? So wait, you're out of here. Okay, see you later. All right. Okay. So that's it, Mike. 92.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Nice little rally there at the end there.
Yeah, that's it.
Not bad.
I told. Did I tell you what she said to me? Maisie, can you tell? Let me see what you got. Let me see. This is Star Student. You did it. Let me see. Nice job. Hey, so question for you. We're gonna see if you remember when I go, your breath stinks. And then what'd you say? You said, you're ugly. She goes, you're ugly. And I go, well, you look like me. And then what'd you say?
I'm a better looking version.
She did.
Ain't that the truth?
Sorry, Matt, it's true. Matthew Garrett, props for a dad who loves his wife and kids. Yes, I do. Big support. We need more of that in the media landscape. Sean McCabe, cool kid. She is cool. And then Dennis Hoffman, Kristian, that Joe Manganiello interview was still so good when he asked about Deathstroke. He wanted nothing to do with that. He went,
he put that behind him.
Yeah. See, now you're on the internet. Remember when you said, yeah, come here, look. Oh yeah. Well, she didn't see it yet. So what? Here, wait, come here. But what did you? So what's your favorite movie?
Wicked in Minecraft movie.
Okay. Get out of here.
All
right. All right. So let's see. Okay, that's it. So 96, Mike. 96. Now it's good. Mike, you ever watch 60s in the Like Flint movies?
No, I can't watch those. They're terrible. They're terrible. Can't.
Yeah. All right. Well, now at 96, now you got a good shot. 97.
Not bad. Not boys and girls. Oh, come on.
Dream movies.
Crack 100. We can do it.
Dread 2. Dread 2.
Dread 2. What about that?
That's what that's
Dream Seek. Oh God, yeah. Dread 2 with Urban. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for joining us here today. I appreciate you very much. Thank you to Mike. Thank you to Maisie for stealing the show. Thanks for everybody. Thanks to King Charles being on the show here today. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the flip side. Very much so. And we'll see you later on. Bye-bye. Clips channel. Make sure you get some Turtle Beach stuff too. All right, bye.
Get those last ones.